named Javier, who changed my life. By applause, how many people here are like kids of immigrants? How many people here are Canadian? Just me. I'm actually just passing through town. I came to Canada when I was like 4 years old from Colombia. And in an attempt to kind of help me integrate, my parents decided to completely leave out every aspect of Colombian, everything from my life. You ask most people, you second generations, how do you identify with like whatever your background is? It's almost always language and you have family background. What happens when you forget the language and you never see that family from back home? So flash forward like 12 years later, and I'm back in Colombia for the first time. My family are like vague memories and kind of like strangers. And I'm in this amazing island called San Andres. It's like 3 hours to drive around it. The water's like super white, it's like super sexy. And I'm miserable. Until I see Javier. And Javier walked into a room like this. And I'm like, damn, Javier. And I'm like, where does this guy get this confidence? He's got this long Jerry Gold mullet shaved on the sides. And then I saw him dance salsa with 2 girls at the same time while having a conversation with a friend. And I say to myself, Papi, I gotta learn how to salsa. Now my story about chemistry is not about Javier, because Javier wanted nothing to do with me. He wanted to do like all the girls that were looking like this. So I come back to Canada and I start taking salsa classes. Now, what do you call a love affair that lasts 5 minutes? I call it a dance. Because here's the thing, the salsa scene is not the Latino scene. You go to a salsa night, like 80% of those people are not Latino. They don't even speak Spanish. And everyone comes alone. Because you're only there to dance. And if you dance with somebody more than once, it's kind of weird. So you see these people and they're like, song's over and it's like, thanks man, see you next time. And that's in chemistry. When I came, I was literally walking by, I came here on a whim. Said, you want to tell a story about chemistry? It's the first thing that I thought about. But the reason I say it is not because dancing is super cool, is because the more I started dancing, the more I started listening to like salsa groups, like Grupo Nietzsche. Everyone else, that's good. They're really cool. You should listen to them. And then, remember, I didn't speak Spanish. So I had to force myself to find out what they were saying. And the chemistry I wanted to talk to you about is the reconnection I made with the Latino part of my background. And I taught myself how to speak Spanish again. Sorry. I mean, when I went down there to San Andres, I couldn't even talk to my grandma or any of my family. Sorry. So anyway, I started listening to La magia de tus besos, and I started like, oh, that means the magic of your kisses. And from then I started learning Spanish, and flash forward to now where I go back to Colombia like a couple of times a year, and I get to talk to my family. And that's the chemistry I thought I would talk about, that chemistry of connecting with that part of yourself that you thought you lost.